This is Team 49, Half Cut Racing. They are on the opposite lock rock garden course. They've just made it through the 10-point gate. Moving now towards the 20-point gate, which is a nasty, nasty section of track. The smaller and lighter Suzukis have made easy work of this climb up here, but the bigger, heavier rigs have absolutely struggled. We've seen a few on their sides. Let's see how Team Half Cut go. Front coming up nicely now. Rear climbing up on those boulders at the base of this big rock. All right, they're in a good position now. Rear left is the one they've got to get up and onto the rock, and it is up and on now. All right, just pausing slightly, looking for the right line. Here we go, time to bring the big rig over. That's a good save. Brings it down with nice control. Could have been nasty, but these guys have done well. Smart move. They've used the dig to get around to the right. Now just a big reverse back up, and they'll be lined up perfectly for the entry into the 30-point gate. Bit of a tricky drop off through here. They're nice and high on the right. Using rear wheel drive just to control the vehicle. Very, very light on that rear right tyre. Winching the rear down just to keep the vehicle under control. Lower the centre of gravity. Holds it down nicely. Front right comes down and levels the vehicle out considerably. See the coilover shocks flexing. Dropping the opposite way. Oh, big sideways bang onto that rock there. Front digs it out of trouble. See plenty of flex out of the rear suspension once again. Coming in nice and cautiously. Navigator keeping a close eye on the traction, the control, the placement of the tyres. Front left tyre lifting. Just lifting. That's it. A little bit of left hand down. They've got traction on the front now on both tyres. The rear starting to come up. We've got to get that front left over and grabbing on the inside of that rock, and they should be right. All right, should control all the way through now. Back coming up nicely. That's a good controlled drive. Very, very nice. Team 49 have got to be happy with that. Twisting and flexing nicely, winding their way through the opposite lock rock garden. Half Cut support crew following their team right around the entire course, giving plenty of support. Oh, just crushes that front dip through across those rocks. Front coming up nicely now. All right, progressing up to the 60-point and the 70-point gates. They've got a tightly placed cone they've got to wind their way around. Bit of a chasm here beneath the vehicle. They don't want to drop the wheels into that. They've got to try and straddle it. They've got the nose around the cone. Looking at hard right. Trying to stay out of trouble. It's looking not too bad. Big bang there as the vehicle drops down off the rocks. The rear pulls the right way. I'd say they've got it. They've cleared that cone. That's looking good. No, just touched it and moved it slightly. That will be a penalty. Just making sure all the bunting is in place before they proceed. Pulling the rear diff down. They're wedged in nice and tight against the big rock on the right. You're going to look for a separate line a little bit more to the left. Try and get them some clearance off that rock face. Beautifully built belly pan on this vehicle. Coil-over shock absorbers. Nice long trailing and leading arms to make the suspension work. Coil-over shockers. Hydro assist power steering, like many of the vehicles, allows them to move these 40-inch ComSpec sticky tyres. All right, here they go, climbing nicely now towards the 80-point gate. Up and clear of the 80-point gate now and looking at the 90-point gate. Nicely through. All right, they're taking the bunting for the 100-point gate. They don't care, they'll take that penalty. They want to finish the course. Rear diff is hung up. They've pushed it through. They're looking good. floats the rear end through that course. That is a nice run for Team Half Cut Racing. Team 49, they'll be happy with that. More points on the board for the 2016 Tough Dog Tough Truck Challenge.